But yeah. So let's pause for a moment. How far are we into the podcast here? I don't even know how to tell. I don't even know how to tell. Let's view my down. About half an hour in. We've talked about a lot of special editions today. Like I said, slow news week with the exception of a couple things. And we'll get to those things. We're going to do one more special edition and move on to some actual news. So, Fire Emblem. They did some big announcements. I'm just going to give my quick thoughts. It looks awesome. Because I had already given my thoughts for the Nintendo Direct review that I did. So, quickly a recap. I think it looks awesome. I think it looks like Fire Emblem, but they're doing what Fire Emblem does best, and that's like somehow changing it to make it still Fire Emblem, but like a different overall theme. And this one's schools. Some people were calling it Fire Emblem Hogwarts, which I guess is somewhat accurate. Super excited. I think it's going to be an amazing Fire Emblem game. But special edition, what do we got here? So, with this one, and this picture's not the greatest here, we get a 2020 calendar. It's kind of okay. I like calendars, but it looks really small. I'm not going to use it, and they wear out. I mean, obviously, after 2020, it's done. Soundtrack. Now, this says sound selection. So we know for sure this is not the full soundtrack. This is this arranged set of songs. Art book also looks pretty good. I have the Fire Emblem Shadows of Valentia Special Edition, and that art book's pretty good. It's not one of my favorites, but it's good. So I'm hoping that follows that enough. And then the Steelbook, which is also really an awesome looking fucking Steelbook. I think that's like the god they worship in this Fire Emblem or something. And then the box is really cool too. But once again, we don't really put a price on the box. Now, I love Fire Emblem, so I am getting this. If you are a Fire Emblem fan, I think this is just barely enough. However, price. Let's talk about that. I'm gonna look this up real quick. I know what it is, but before I say it, I'm gonna get it. Oh, you know what? I forgot. This shit sold out on Amazon right fucking away and everywhere else. Like, I was on the internet. I got lucky. I did get my copy pre-ordered. I happened to be on my phone and I follow Nintendo Wire, and they were just like, there was a tweet that said 46 seconds ago, Fire Emblem's up on Amazon. So I was like, Josh, go! Get on your phone, go, whatever. And we got it. That shit sold out on Best Buy in 4 minutes. And Walmart, I think it was like 10 the last time I checked. It's selling out super quickly. Funny, because the other Fire Emblems did not sell out this fast. I still see, I know it's a side game, but I still see the Fire Emblem Warriors Special Edition lying around at game stores sometimes. But since you can't see the price here, know that it was $100. Now, we just saw Catherine that's the Japanese one, but still, saw Catherine 80. And you get, in my opinion, better stuff. You get a plush, no calendar. Art book's the same. Soundtrack's still a select one, so that's about the same. For the Catherine one, the plush is really what it... Persona, deck of cards, and plush. Steelbook with 2 of them. Persona doesn't have a steelbook. But once again, Persona's only $70. Now, that one's a 3DS game, so about $30 more than what you'd normally pay for a 3DS game. This one's $40 more. Catherine is $20 more. I honestly don't think this is worth it from a casual gamer perspective. Once again, if you're a Fire Emblem fan, I think the art book and the steelbook are enough to sucker you in. It was enough to sucker me in. I just get all the Fire Emblem special editions because I'm such a huge fan of the series. I'm afraid that if it is a big special edition, someday in the future I won't be able to get my hands on it super cheap. So this one is going to be scalped. I'm sure that it probably already is. I literally saw a scumbag fucking tweet on Twitter. Some dude said, yo, I got 3 of them. And then someone responded by saying 3? And then he said, yeah, so I can sell 2 on eBay. And then someone else said, or the same guy responded by saying, like, wow, okay, like, what? That's kind of a scummy move, but money, I guess. And then the guy's like, not really, it's capitalism. Like, I have mortgage and car to pay off or whatever. So yeah, this game's gonna get scalped, and this is like the least worth it special edition. Now, Fire Emblem's the most prestigious like series, I would argue, out of Persona and Catherine and Fire Emblem. But it's actually the least worth it, just based on the fact the calendar expires. The sound selection is just a selection. So you're really only getting 2 top quality items, in my opinion. I mean, don't get me wrong, the songs on here, there will be plenty, and they will be good. Like, it's, you know, good Fire Emblem music, but not something you jam out to, per se. But, no, go away. Not now, Windows. Yeah, like, when I was pre-ordering these, because I pretty much pre-ordered them all pretty quickly. Persona Q, I guess I pre-ordered last week, but I was just, I had it in my mind. The moment this one popped up, I was like, boom, Fire Emblem, and then my Amazon was counts like, you're gonna owe $100 and whatever dollars, and I was like, woo, for that? Wow, okay. I don't remember what Shadows of Valentia came with, and, you know, Fire Emblem is one of those kind of niche series. I didn't mean to do that, but still, it's not niche anymore. I don't know, man. I'm buying it because I'm a sucker. Bottom line. This is why I'm making this on the podcast. This is why I'm making this video. Is it worth it? No. But if you're a Fire Emblem fan and you don't want to miss out on special things like this, I say go ahead and get it, because it probably will actually be worth a lot, even though the stuff here you get is, like, not great. But I think from a value collector standpoint, you know, someday in the future, like, wow, it's really hard to find the fucking Three Houses Steelbook or something. So it's worth it in the sense that it's going to sell a lot. But really when I'm thinking, like, and because it has the Fire Emblem, like, name, and it's a special edition of a niche series that's... But when I think about it, like, imagine the Fire Emblem name wasn't there. This is just a normal game for 100. No, this is not worth it. This is not worth it. But I'm buying it, so I'm not blaming you if you are or anything. You know, I'm a sucker for it too, because I love Fire Emblem. And if you're a casual fan, never played Fire Emblem, interested in Fire Emblem, blah, 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 like, just like I said with Persona Q, I can't recommend this one. The only one I can recommend from casual fans, like I had said, if you're watching this on YouTube, it was probably my previous video. If you're watching this on stream, I said it a little bit earlier, is Catherine. Not this Catherine, that's the Japanese one. This one. This is the only one I could really recommend to, like, a casual, like, interested Catherine, maybe played it, seen it, whatever, but I might want this special edition. Yeah, get that one. This, nah. Sorry, Fire Emblem.